Good morning, everyone. So, another day up the mountain. We are checking out that area where we found a gossan deposit with gold. And we are already up at the top of the mountain. We were able to get some gate access. Already seeing some interesting things. I think that's from a cougar. It's really cold up here. And we got some snow. It's like 8 degrees down at the bottom and like -3 up here. We're about 1,000 meters above sea level. Take a look at this. Gossan, sulfides exposed. We're going to do some sampling today. We have very, very gossanous exposure. And pretty sure all your blue, gray spots are sulfides. It's a little bit difficult to tell because everything's crystallized from all the ice. A lot of deterioration here. You have more of a definite rock type here, but it's super hard to tell what it is. Anyway, we're going to take a couple samples here, see what those tell us. Loads of sulfide staining. All your yellow there. I think this is just one big patch of fine-grained sulfides. Starting to turn into a beautiful day. So just to give you an idea of where we are, the last time we were here, we found gold in the creek, which is down below that road about 100 meters. On the other side over there is where a quarry is with gossan. I can see all along here, everything is just gossanous. And if you take a look up here, basically the entire mountaintop is just deteriorated gossanous rock. Just everywhere. Well, the truck saved us about a 4-kilometer additional hike. Still gotta do some hiking. Just came from the bottom of here. And there's a couple ways to go. You can see there's a little bit of a change in the rock here. We want to go this way because I think this way takes you across top of the mountain where the creek is supposed to intersect. We've basically been hiking for about 3.5 kilometers. We're scaling the whole top of the mountain right now. Definitely different geology and rock types then down below. So it's going to be a little dangerous to traverse this. It's about a 60, 70 degree slope going down there. The mountain is over there, just through those trees. One more kilometer to go. Back here to the nice view. Headed back down to the truck. We're gonna go check another spot out. We just did a 4.5, 5 kilometer round trip hike. As you go farther, there's just way too much snow. Not much outcrop exposed. We did get a feel for the geology of the area, but we didn't see anything interesting. We were gonna go down one of the creeks, but that's just way too steep, and there's about a meter of snow, so we're gonna go check out another area. So with locating, basically what we've come to the conclusion is you have gossanous rock on the other side of those trees, and then it sort of stops as you go down over the other side of the mountain. The zone right here goes all the way down and is potentially down there. We don't know for sure, but it's exposed in the creek banks over here. It's exposed in the quarry over there, and this rock over here, and then a few rocks up on the hill over there. So it's dipping down like that and going up the other side of the mountain. We're going to be checking down here. We don't know how far it comes up, but we know that's all gossan, and up here is not. Just around this corner where you can see that little branch sticking out is where the zone of gossanous rock starts. And what we want to do is walk along this whole area, and we're going to pull some samples off. But we're also going to take a couple extra samples, because in a future video what we're going to do is crush some of this down and see if we can pull any gold out of it. So we'll maybe take 5 or 10 samples in different portions for that. But for now, let's get to sampling. Some of these are just so deteriorated, and you can see the black staining, burgundy color. There's loads of iron staining on here. The amount of oxidization is insane. So for those of you who don't know what gossan is basically another term for iron cap, which is the oxidized weathered material above a deposit, usually massive sulfide type or something of the sorts. And what happens is your rock becomes so weathered and so deteriorated, all your unstable minerals like your sulfides leach out of the rock, leaving your oxide sulfide stains and leaving behind any free milling metals. So because we found gold in the creek down there, we're thinking this is the source, or part of the source, or close to the source. Down in the creek, it's basically the same kind of exposure, gossanous rock. So you can see there's different layers. You have more of a burgundy color there. You got black stuff. You got white stuff, which is almost like a powdery chalk. And you got this here. Little bits of gray, little nodules of gray. And if you take a look really close, those nodules are sulfides. So this is basically what those little pods of sulfides look like. Super fine grained pyrite. We don't know what else is in there. Could be some gold. We got about 8 samples here. These are our samples. We got a whole bunch here too. For when we do our panning, we're going to crush these down eventually. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to head down to that lower area. Just briefly check that road, see if there's anything on the lower road now. And it's exposed here too. Loads of gossan. Not a lot exposed on the lower road in the way of outcrop. Looks like the overburden is quite a bit thicker here, but there are some portions like here where you can see your gossanous material making its way through. So most likely that is the case. You have a zone coming from up there down through the creek, continues on the other side of the mountain. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and if you guys want to see some panning, you'll have to stay tuned for the next video where we head down to that creek.